Continue playing. Or not Master Dragon. Or and then we hey, you Oh, sad. Work's switched. Alright.
Greetings. King Kaelan is not in his tent right now? I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible? That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen. To the Teyrn's daughter, no less. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish.
Okay. As you wish. Alright. What's going on?
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain and state your business. How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the tyranny?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity. I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Teyrn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Teyrn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Teyrn Loghain tells him. Without the Teyrn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are. I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Hi, Michaela.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I am.
You impressed His Majesty nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaelan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden? The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelan thinks. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet? The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
Hope not.
You're wiser than you look. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sword.
She's like, nah, I don't want to do this.
Then simply pray.
Alright. Well, we got to get to know Teyrn Loghain real quick. Okay, so let's go see if we can find Aveline. Which we can.
This wretched thing is
She's right here.
They're strong and
Hi,
cunning and
Aveline.
smart, but don't listen to those old wives'
Funny, I
tales.
mean, you look at her
They can be
in
killed.
there, then you see her
Stick
in
them
Dragon
with
Age
your
2,
sword
and you're like,
and they go down.
How do you do?
Their blood is black as sin and
Aveline.
poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get to
It is done.
that blood, and you may as well slit your throat.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to
Nope.
We've won
Alrighty, what do we got? What do we got? Person.
The wall before me is darkness, yet shall the Maker's light be my guide.
Yeah,
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
My phone just totally vibrated. I don't know what.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds.
Alright.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the eve of battle. Let us to open a portal into the heavenly
No, I've already
golden
found
city
Davin.
itself.
Who
They
am I
tainted
looking
it
for?
with their sin,
Yep.
and they were cast back into our world as darkness.
No. Yeah, he's over. There he is.
In the
Sir
name of
Jorah.
Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Huh.
What you doing?
Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
You haven't been sentenced. No, I haven't.
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such. I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way. I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
It matters to me.
Oh, that's sweet of you, dearie. How about you marry me instead? At least I could get a kiss before they hang me. And it's not as if they're wrong. I probably would have deserted later. Just not when they caught me is all. Hope that doesn't spoil your opinion of me. I'm still hungry enough to eat my shoe. I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such. Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Sure.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right? Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
That's fine. You can do that. And give me the
So?
paper.
Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Sorry, I can't, like, I understand that he's gonna probably die in there, but that's just
Greetings.
horrible.
You must be the third recruit we've heard about. Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Aemon. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens. None of those I've seen thus far have been. You obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance? As am I. Has anyone told you about it? I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Yep. So I can't get the key or get the stuff quite yet because you gotta wait until after that. Otherwise you get in trouble.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
No, I can't go over there.
Done now.
Hello, chest.
Are you happy?
Now I have a toy. I can't get that quite yet, so we're not gonna worry about that right now. Let's go sell real quick.
Hello again. Is there something you need?
Hi.
Some supplies, perhaps? So long as you keep it quiet.
I think the other time you get his other thing is. Yeah, you don't get his thing yet. Why is it so expensive?
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd
Let me see
like.
what you get. Ow. Oh, we should buy those because I'm sad I'm pathetic and I will die. Whoa, what was that? Okay. Alright, so we can't get our next backpack until after that. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go get Alley Bear. And then when we come back, we will go get that chest.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
Oh god, no. Don't worry, I'm
Less
not.
being yelled at for me then. Though the day is still young. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit. From Highever. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you must be Alistair. It's alright, no offense
Good.
taken.
You didn't exactly catch me at my finest with the mage there. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Alistair, the new Grey Warden. Though I guess you knew that. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
You want more women in
Would
the
that
Grey
be so
Wardens team?
terrible? Not that I'm some drooling lecher or anything. Please stop looking at me like that. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage. The circle is here at the king's request, and the chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
Oh, that would
I'm
be
sure
awkward,
the
yeah.
revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
I look
You
forward to
do?
traveling with you.
Huh. That's a
Yes.
switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
You know what I love about Alistair's character? And that's done by Steve Valentine. Steve Valentine, who is absolutely amazing, and I love him. And I remember the first time that, I remember seeing Steve Valentine for the first time. And that was actually because of Under the Bed, which was a Disney movie. Disney? Yeah. And he actually played the Boogeyman, which is the main reason why I love the Boogeyman. It's because of Steve Valentine. So if Steve Valentine ever watches this, it's because of your fault that I love villains so much. You wonderful, wonderful man. Alrighty, guys. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go get the stuff that we need to do. Can't get that quite yet, so we got to wait till that tranquil's gone. And we've already met...
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
You're right. Hang on, guys. I gotta do something real quick. I forgot to talk to
What's your name?
the Ash Warriors.
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turn Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Turn, I hope. Turn Loghain has changed our scouting route a dozen times. If you're not from the Turn, what do you want? We're busy. Make it quick. To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight. Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually.
Ow.
But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill. They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same. Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
Absolutely
Good.
not.
I hear death is unpleasant. My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Oh, good doggos.
It's good to have Grey Wardens amongst us. With their help, perhaps we can push these things back underground for good.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find the archive.
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay, guys. Here we go. I don't know how long I'll be streaming tonight, because I have to go hang out with some friends that I haven't seen in a while. And I also have to talk to my friends.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
I've never actually gone out just to like pass the gate. I don't know if they yell at you or not. I don't know. Alright, here we go. So, I don't know if a lot of you know, but Dragon Age Origins is a very, very open world. Not as open as...
Bet you I could kill it in 2 blows.
Russian, but...
Now, can I get you a ladder? You can get off my back.
2 blows.
Say your prayers! Time for some fun!
Got it.
Wait, did one of you die? I think so. Okay, let's talk a little bit more.
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for 6 years now. Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else. And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow.
Thank you very much.
Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden? I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
What happened?
Duncan stopped them, invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up. All right,
So
for
what
an
did you
old
think about
bugger.
Duncan?
He's faster than he looks, too. You heard the same speech I did. Blood and old treaties. Off we go into the wilds. Hey, I'm following
Let's
you,
go.
aren't I?
He and I could be brother and sister.
I'm ready. I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highever, a city off the northern coast. Have you travelled there? My Lady Cousland. I'm honoured. I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Highever that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highever, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited. Last month, Duncan visited Highever, and the band held a tournament in his honour. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter. He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty. We need to find those documents and the Darkspawn blood. It should be interesting. Indeed.
Let's go. So, poor bastard. I feel so sorry for him because his wife is in Highever, where we came from. Ooh, there's people. Hang on real quick. Let me get this.
Over here.
So many. Oh, dead man. Not dead man. Ah, not as dead as he looks.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please, help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? 12? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. I still do not relish the thought of encountering an army.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Yep. Okay.
That flower, white with a red centre. The Kennel Master at Ostagar was asking about those. The Kennel Master said this flower can help dogs that get sick from biting Darkspawn. At any rate, he was offering a reward if someone went into the wilds and brought him one. Might want to think about it is all.
So, like I said, this is a
Darkspawn!
really big place.
Kill them all!
Oh my god.
You can even smell their breath. Great.
Pop and weave, boys. Pop and weave. Pop and weave. Pop and weave. Pop and weave. Pop and weave.
Okay, go with you now.
I Alright, y'all good? Gotta go. We'll walk around a little bit. We're also going to look for markers, which will help us unlock something really, really cool. We're going to do that. We got to look. As I walk around.
Darkspawn! Kill them all!
Hey. As I walk all around. Yep, kill them all.
Now's better. I'll get it. Now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder?
That's good boy, Devin. Okay, signs of the change. So that's what we're actually going to go look for instead of doing that real quick, only because I want to. That isn't it? Who's texting me? Nobody that's important. No one of the looking for... Wait. Now if we pull up our map, there's another chasing stuff. The chasing stuff helps, like, for mages. Really well. My god, it's hot.
Twisted creatures! Got it.
No. Pick the altar. Thank you. Oh.
Get you a ladder so you can get to your back. I'm sorry! Am I too quick for you? Now better than this.
I always hate it when I do that and I just kill them before. So...
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
No end to these blasted things.
Yay, we leveled up. Let's get dark hunting and persuasion. Actually, I'll have more of these. Okay. There's it. Is it on the other side?
Done. Anything else?
Oh, sometimes what I'm doing. Half the time.
Finished. Now what do you want?
I think I gotta go back to the map. This way. Oh, that's bad. Whoop. He goes to bed. That's fine. Sorry, I was answering a text. Or something that we have to get back over here, I think. We're not.
Twisted creatures!
Okay. Oh, look. Or Jason's sign.
What's this?
Target practice, anyone?
Alright.
I'll get on it.
Aw, poor guys. Hang on, guys, real quick. I have friends? I don't have friends, guys. I think I have like... I just heard like about 10 of my friends literally going, "What the fuck you mean you don't have friends? Fuck you, asshole!" Love you guys too, sorry. I was like, wait, what do I have to do? Yeah, I'm like, I know where I have to go. We gotta go get the cash. Did you guys also hear about that one, like, comedian guy who had a show that was in Boston? Well, apparently he was a prick to somebody else, and she said, "Hey, you know what? I'm not really interested in going out with you. Sorry, I just vibed wrong." And then he just went off on her. Like, she was super polite in her, "No, thank you. Do anything for me. Really appreciate you taking the time to take me out the first time." And this dude became the most hated man in Boston. But good on the venue that was was going to be it. They are doing something for harassment for women, and it's so awesome. So if you guys want to, please go to 222 Boston Club. They are really, really awesome, and go follow them on Facebook and on Twitter. This isn't sponsored or anything, but if they want to sponsor me, hey guys, how you doing? But don't worry about it, guys. They are awesome. Alright. And hello to all of those who are watching. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it. You guys are really, really helpful, and you guys make this really, and I really, really appreciate it. Ooh, where is it? Oh. I just remembered. Shut up. Now it's up there.
Looky here.
Oh, fuck me. Alright, let's go around this way. Don't you fucking do it, you asshole. What's back there that I didn't get? Sorry guys, I am the notorious for filling in the maps, so if I don't see a map filled in, I gotta go back and go do it. Hi Hades babies. Such a handsome boy. It's not Hades. My Hades boy. It's probably like mom's. I'm not a pretty handsome boy. You are such a handsome boy. Embarrassing. Oh, I think I know what this is. Oh, no, it's not. Will you guys stop taking it off of there, please? Thank you. I got my big handsome boy. And my nanners are sleeping over there. And there is my Adar. There's my pretty girl. Please don't turn me off, Adar. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't turn me off. Oh, it's the little chicharron thief. Did I tell you guys what she did? So, Adar, who is my 2-year-old kitten, Mom Ice, she really likes chicharrones. And if you guys can see her right now, she is actively trying to get into my chicharron bag. She's like, no, Mom, I want these chicharrones, and you will give them to me, even though I'm going to tear apart the bag to get them. Will you stop? Girl, you're gonna get your ass beat. I won't actually hurt her. You know what? You stop eating plastic? You know what? You know what? No, you don't. You're chicharrones. Watch me. Where are you?
More dark spawn. Great.
There we are. Why are you all the way back there? Keep them up.
Now's the best. I'll get on that.
That's just cheap with a crossbow. Come on, man.
Good. Kill them all. You can get the
What's up, Ho? She's being a chicharron thief. Yeah, she's stealing. She love how she sat down when she saw it. She's just like, no. My brother right now just walked in. My cat literally went, oh no, he saw me. Watch, I know she's gonna go back after it. Oh, chicharron thief. She's like, don't you snap your fingers at me, sir. Adar. She's gonna actively try to steal me. She tore open the bag earlier. Got chicharrones all in my nail polish stuff. She took it around everywhere. She's like, no, these are my chicharrones. Hang on, real quick. The fuck you do?
I see a trap. 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 I see a trap.
Trap. Anyone? Ow. Ow. Don't you chainlight me!
You are!
Stop eating my chicharron.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Don't follow me.
Let's grab some story!
Haha. You'll never find them now. Actually had to actively hide my chicharron. That's just sad. Did you find one inside? on, mate. Then we're gonna go find the choosing thing over here.
I'll get it. Now, later.
I'm so proud of all my boys. Oh yeah, all of them. Alright, I need to... There's a thing that you're supposed to do over here, and I think it's right over here. Whoop. Whatever.
Summons gather from slumber.
Excellent. That will be the reason. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yay! Stuff I can't wear. Yeah, cause and then I get to see my mama, my beautiful lady, my gorgeous wife, and my other playthroughs. Bless you. All right, come on, Rock. Let's go. Come on, big boy.
All right, all right. Now, see you later.
Alright, so we're gonna go look around here real quick and see because there is around this side, like... Okay. So who wants to touch that hand? First. That just sucks. That's a bunch of hoo-ha.
Well, well. What have we here?
Hey, Claudia Black.
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I am not.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
I'm Katie.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact.
Mother, in fact.
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you.
I like
but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Feel very
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl.
Oh, Flemeth, girl.
Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting
But it's
us?
Captain Janeway!
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your woman's mind give you a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as these boys do?
I'm not sure what...
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings.
Like stockings.
Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
I love Claudia Black. And Captain Janeway. Okay, since now it's nighttime, we can go get a whole bunch of stuff. First, we're gonna go get this guy. This.
Greetings. Are you one of the Grey Wardens that went into the wilds? Did you happen to see any white flowers?
I don't know for sure that the flower will aid my poor hounds, but it's worth trying. I have, let's see, 20 silver to offer as a reward for it. You're very generous. Thank you for your help. Perhaps we won't lose as many hounds today as I'd feared.
Alright, now we're gonna go over here real quick. See, now that you see that the train call is not here,
about
now
wraps.
we can
Sit up.
take the key. Go
Hello
over here.
again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? So long as you
Let's
keep
see
it
your other
quiet.
goods. So first part, we were able to, I need to go through these. need that right now. Don't need that right now. Give that to Morgan. Really? Okay, so.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
There we go. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You know what I need? I want all the stuff, guys. All the things! I don't need that. 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 I think that's what I need. I'm not sure. Okay. And then we get all of their stuff. So, hey, Win.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Is there anything else we need to do? No? Alright. Happy bark.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining. Excellent. You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Come this way.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me...
No, she's not!
It just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you?
Dead.
Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
She's already dead.
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Not all who drink the blood will survive. and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you.
I want to get that tattooed so bad.
Davith, step forward. I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
No, you don't.
Turning back.
No, you don't.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry.
Like, what do you do, dude? Like, oh,
But
shit.
the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
Who thought this was a good idea the first time?
From
Hey,
this
guys, why
moment
don't we drink
forth,
blood
you
the
are
Darkspawn
a Grey
blood?
Warden.
I'm sorry? Oh, those graphics
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel? Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
And then I get all of their stuff anyway! Drink. Whoop! Undo. Drink. Drink. And drink. Oh, there's more than one. Haha! Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's look at what we got. So we have to go to Redcliffe to turn that in. So that one we don't have to worry about. We have to go to after the joining. But everything else we've gotten so far, awesome. Alright, let's see what we got. Bunch of hoo-ha. Oink. 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 Okay. Let's go. Sell that stuff real quick. And then we'll go talk to Duncan and everybody real quick. Who is talking to me?
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
I just totally sold those eventually. Probably should put that on. Hi, boy! Yeah, I got my doggo. I don't know if my dog can wear stuff. Yeah, I was like, I don't think my dog can wear anything.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Yep.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Probably should sell that and sell those. What a bunch of hoo-ha! I don't ever really use traps, but I only got that so I can do something. Okay. Let's go talk to them, and then I think I'll get on. Oh, yeah.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the lady from Highever I met earlier? I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
And it was right there that I knew that Loghain was a bad guy.
You heard
So sorry
the
to
plan.
everybody that is
You
spoiled,
and
but...
Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
That is not your choice. If King Kalen wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn, exciting or no.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance to Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no. For you,
know.
maybe. But it has to be a pretty dress.
It's very pretty.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the king's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley. I will be fighting beside the king with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Again, at his request. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for. Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you. The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
No, the fuck I'm not.
Of course, even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient. Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end it here. So that way we get up tomorrow. There's class for the rest of the weekend, which is woo! I'm finally done with my 3rd class. I'm so happy about that. Like, it was such a great class. I really, 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 really enjoyed it. And I will see all of you guys